Honor is given to whom it is due, and that is certainly the case with art legend Dr. Bruce Onobrakpeya. His contribution to the arts, spanning over 5 decades, has not gone unnoticed, and the Center for Values in Leadership, CVL, is rolling out the drums at its 25th Leadership Tribute Colloquium. The center, headed by Professor Patutomi, extols Dr. Onobrakpeya's never-ending zeal, not just for the craft, but for his country from where his inspiration lies.
There is a whole generation that does not know that there was a time when things were different in our country. There's a whole generation that does not remember that the work ethic was so strong in this country that people dreamt of a new world and worked towards it.
From me, the present that is amazing of what you've given to our nation, and more importantly to the generations and generations yet unborn, is that generation of creativity, but more importantly of great values for the future of many, many of us and many Nigerians.
The multi-artist is overwhelmed by the tributes.
I am very, very glad that Utomi and the CVL are doing this for me. I have known Professor Utomi for a very long time. Even when he was a student in America, he would come into my studio, and I still remember one picture he took. I was working and bare-chested. He took the picture, and I was sometime later, I saw it in the book. And that showed how much interest he has had in art, even during his school days, and how long ago he has been following me up.
Done with the words, it's time for a tour. Works consisting of metaphor pieces, prints, plaster casts, sculpture, and paintings this woman has spent her life looking up to the art legend.
Daddy Bruce is rugged. Sometimes I wonder where he gets the strength from. If you attack Baroto with Daddy while I call myself a youth, while we are relaxing, Daddy Bruce is in the studio. You wake up 4 a.m., Daddy Bruce is there working. Probably that is why he's so strong.
So what does the jolly 83-year-old have to say about these achievements?
The honor that has been done to me is actually, I'm holding it, I'm just holding it for a lot of people who have helped to build up Bruce Onobrakpeya. Art does not exist in vacuum. When you create art, there are people there who receive it and who enjoy it. And if those people are not around, art can never be created. So I'm very grateful to people in the society. I'm grateful to patrons, to art patrons. I'm grateful to art vendors. I'm grateful to the cultural engineers. I'm grateful to the press, the members of the press. You know, because whatever an artist produces, it is these people that disseminate it. Without these people around to urge you on, to give you the funds to create them, to receive them, and to make them part of their lives, art would never, ever be created.
This living legend is a national treasure and a subject for generations of artists and art enthusiasts to come.
Francis Oladele hails from Oyo State, southwest Nigeria. He caught his feet as a photographer, then later became a photojournalist with the Daily Times before traveling to the United States in 1955, where he studied photography at the New York Institute of Photography. Francis Oladele's first film, Kungi's Harvest, was done in 1970, based on Wole Soyinka's dramatic epic of the same title. It was shot on location in Nigeria with a Nigerian cast and a mixed technical crew of foreigners and Nigerians. It was directed by Afro-American actor Ozzie Davids. Oladele followed this trend with the production of Things Fall Apart in 1971, also based on a blend of Chinua Achebe's novels, Things Fall Apart and No Longer at Ease, shot under the title Bullfrog in the Sun due to the raging civil war at the time. Telling folk stories for Nigeria's rich culture and tapping from minds of writers has become a major trend in the movie industry till date. So even though his candle went off on June the 22nd, 2015, Francis Oladele's legacy lives on.
You can enjoy Art House on any of these platforms.
And if you thought this week was exciting, just take a peek at what we have for you next week on the show.
You certainly won't want to miss any of it because Polly Alakija, remember her? The artist that paints anything and everything that moves. Yes, she has another work of art up her sleeves.
In all the images in this exhibition, I'm telling stories, and I think they're quite accessible stories.
Then we head to terror culture, where poverty and abuse cannot stop the broken heart from crying out with this performance. So stay tuned next week for Art House.
So you can have something to chew on, at least till next week. Well, that's this week's edition. Thank you so much for letting us into your space, and let's do it again next week, shall we? I'm Melinda Akilami. Have a lovely day.